Hello, good morning. So I've gone live this morning to firstly introduce a new blog post which I published today, but also to give a bit of background into IGTV and why I truly believe it's a massive opportunity for anyone who's kind of in the early days of their online business, who either hasn't started yet or who's still getting started and building up to the point of actually kind of earning consistent income from their business. Now, before I dive in to all the juicy content, I am just going to share this over to my group. So let's just find, here I am. You can see how excited I am about the subject, the fact that I'm going live, despite the fact that I've just done the school run. And hold on a moment, I can't concentrate on two things at the same time, apparently. Sharing a group, business class. Okay. Right, I'm back in the room. If you're watching the replay, I was going to say feel free to fast forward, but actually it's no point in me saying this now because we've now got to the point where I'm actually going to start the content. Hopefully you did fast forward and miss my ramblings. So the reason that I'm here this morning is because, as I say, I have published a new post today. So of course I want to give that a shout out. But also I wanted to come on and talk about IGTV. If you've been sort of following me over the last couple of weeks, you'll know that I've been talking about pretty much little else than IGTV, and there's a reason for it. And so I wanted to kind of come on and really talk about it because I genuinely believe that this is a channel that offers huge amounts of opportunity for new business owners, especially. So let's talk a little bit about why that is first, and then I'll lead into what's in my new post that was published today. So IGTV, in case you're not sure what it is Instagram's latest app, and essentially it's kind of Instagram's way of competing with YouTube. So it allows creators to upload videos in the same way that YouTube does. Unlike Instagram stories, which kind of disappear after 24 hours and can only be 15 seconds long, your IGTV videos, for the moment, most people, we will all be able to publish videos of up to an hour. So it's kind of longer form video for Instagram. Now, of course, you can already do kind of Instagram lives and you can upload video into your feed, but this gives you a separate channel and it allows you to kind of create a library in the same way that you can on YouTube. So what's the difference between IGTV and YouTube? Well, the key difference is that videos on IGTV are in the vertical format. So essentially they're this way instead of this way, which is the kind of traditional way of creating and viewing a video at the moment. And the reason for that, of course, is because this is how we hold our phones. And, you know, this is how we watch video on our phones. So IGTV has been very much kind of optimized for phone usage. It's optimized both for creating content on your phone, but also for, of course, consuming and watching content on our phones, which people are doing more and more of. So it's very likely that IGTV is going to be big because it's the way that we're going. It's, you know, video is already huge and we are more and more consuming content on our phones. And it's basically paving the way to make that as easy as possible, both for creators and for viewers, for consumers. And so that's why IGTV, I think, is going to, you know, be a big competitor of, you know, some of the other giants out there like YouTube. So why do I think it's such a great opportunity for new business owners in particular? Well, basically because it's just started. And so this is the opportunity. If you go onto IGTV at the moment, there are very, very few people actually creating content on there. There are very few people using it at the moment. So it's a massive opportunity. I think I've seen it described as, you know, a land grab. It's an opportunity to go out there and kind of stake your claim, get in there early, be one of these kind of early adapters. And I've said this a few times over the last few weeks, because I heard someone else say it and it struck a chord with me. And that is, if you could go back to 2005 when YouTube was just starting and start a channel then and, you know, consistently create content, wouldn't you do that? Because look, you know, where you would be now. And now you have this opportunity with IGTV. So from a new business perspective, you know, chances are you may not already have an established content marketing channel. So there's a great opportunity there, because other more established, you know, business owners may already have, you know, an established channel on YouTube, established channel, you know, perhaps established podcast, blog, and may not want to then kind of give additional resource to then also building up IGTV. So perhaps as a new online business owner, you're in the position where actually you don't really have anything established yet. So it's your opportunity to kind of get in there, stake your claim, and kind of put your full focus on IGTV. So that's one massive opportunity. Another opportunity for new business owners is that it is, you are going in with a kind of fairly equal footing. Yes, you know, it's based on our Instagram account, so there will be bigger Instagram accounts out there, but no one yet, you know, we're all starting from the same place in terms of IGTV. And as I said, there are very few people actually creating content on IGTV at the moment. So by getting in there now, actually, as it does grow, as more people start to use it, which I absolutely expect to happen, you know, you will have got in there. You will already have, you know, established content, hopefully established people, you know, watching your content, and you can, you know, you'll have an audience already, and you will be someone who people know already. So for me, IGTV is really a massive opportunity for new business owners to kind of get in there and get ahead in a channel that hasn't already been, you know, what's the word, sort of saturated by, you know, other people and other names and, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So if you are on the fence at all about whether to use IGTV, if you haven't already got an established content marketing channel, if you're not already kind of blogging regularly, podcasting, or creating videos elsewhere, then I would definitely think about, you know, going for an IGTV. And kind of giving that your sort of full focus, and, you know, really trying to build a name for yourself on there, build an audience on there. So that's my why. Now moving on to today's blog post. So now today's blog post is all about how you can use IGTV strategically, because this is something I definitely want to kind of really emphasize, because the temptation will be, and I am convinced, you know, there will be many people doing this, to go, yay, new toy, new thing to play with, and to just start, you know, blindly creating content, dropping everything else that they're doing, spending a load of time just sort of creating content and shoving stuff onto IGTV without any kind of real strategy or purpose behind it. And that is just going to be a massive waste of time, because like anything in business, you need to be doing it strategically. You need to already have worked out why you're doing it, what purpose it's going to add to your business, and, you know, make sure that the time you're spending on it, because it will take time to, you know, build a new audience, to learn a new channel, and, you know, learn the ins and outs of it. That will take time. So you need to make sure that that time is spent productively, and that you actually are doing it in a strategic way that's going to actually help you with your business goals, and, you know, align with everything else that you're doing in your business. So my post today goes into 3 different strategies that you might want to consider for IGTV in your business. And this is a kind of 3 key purposes that I see it having for online business owners. So I'll briefly mention those now, and then if you want to obviously kind of get more insight and more details on them, then go and check out my post, which I've linked to here in the description of this Facebook Live. So the first strategy is to use IGTV as your main content marketing channel. And by that, I mean, so let's talk briefly about what I mean by content marketing. So content marketing is essentially the free content that you should be creating for your ideal clients on a regular basis in order to attract new people to your business and grow your audience. Okay, so that content marketing is essentially the key way that as online business owners, we grow our audience. We help people to find us, because otherwise we spend, you may have watched a Facebook Live I did a while ago around the kind of proactive and more kind of passive ways that we can grow our business. Now, when you're just first getting started, you very much have to proactively go out and find people. You have to decide who your ideal clients are, and then you have to go out and find them, and kind of start a conversation with them. And that's how the first few sales that you make will be done, because people don't know you exist yet. And if you wait for them to find you, you'll be waiting a very long time before you make your first sale. So as a new business owner, you're kind of proactively going out, you're finding your ideal clients, and reaching them that way. But long term, you can't maintain that. In order for your business to grow, you need to put things in place which allow people to find you, and that's where content marketing comes in. So content marketing is essentially you creating content for your ideal clients so that they can find you through things like search, social media, YouTube, IGTV, and all of those different types of channels. You're basically putting content out there, you're showing your ideal clients, what you can do, you're giving them value, and you're helping them to come and find you. So that's what I mean by content marketing. And my first strategy is all about making IGTV your kind of number one content marketing channel. So as a new business owner, especially, you shouldn't be trying to cover all the bases at once. You should be picking one channel. So the three key channels, kind of types of content marketing, are blogging, podcasting, or video. And at the moment, or before, pre-IGTV, the kind of main video channel was YouTube. Of course, there was also people were doing stuff on Facebook Live and Instagram Live and all of that kind of stuff, but YouTube was still the most established, especially for pre-recorded video. So as a new business owner, you should be doing one of those on a regular basis and providing regular free content so that your ideal clients can find you. And if you're not already doing that, then consider IGTV as your main channel. So what I mean by that is consider creating regular, consistent content on IGTV and then promoting that content in order for your ideal clients to find you. Now, this strategy won't be right for everyone, and my blog post kind of outlines the key advantages and disadvantages. So you go and check that out, and you can kind of work out whether it's going to be right for you, because this won't be right for everyone. But for some people, this will be an ideal fit, and it will be a really great way of growing your audience and finding those, or helping those ideal clients find you. So that's the first strategy. The second strategy is using IGTV as a way to promote your first content marketing channel. So this, especially if you already are creating content and you've already started a blog or you've started a podcast or whatever it may be, and you're kind of thinking, well, I don't want to have to stop this now. I've just got started. I'm just starting to grow. So that's your primary channel. That's fine. You can still use IGTV really strategically to grow and promote that channel. So IGTV can be used as a primary channel, but it can also be used to promote. So as an example, if you already have a podcast, let's say, IGTV can be used to promote your podcast episodes in a number of different ways. And there's some lots of kind of fun little ways that you can do this. Again, my blog post today goes through some of those, gives you some examples. And it also gives you the advantages and disadvantages of using this as a strategy, because again, this may not be right for everyone either, but it could be the perfect fit for you. And then my third strategy for IGTV is to use it as a complementary channel and a kind of secondary channel, and also so that you're actually using IGTV to create alternative content that you're actually not creating yet. Now, what I mean by this is, so you already have your primary channel. So let's again use the example, perhaps you've already got a podcast, and perhaps your podcast, on your podcast, you are mainly creating kind of educational type content. So perhaps you're doing interviews with industry leaders and discussing kind of key points in your niche to help people learn something. Okay, so you've got kind of educational type content on your podcast. Now, there's tons of other different types of content that you can create as part of your content marketing plan. So there is kind of behind the scenes type content, kind of brand building content, which helps people learn more about you and, you know, your brand and connect with you in that way. There's, you know, entertaining content, there's inspirational content. There's so many different types of content marketing content. And if you are kind of interested about in learning more about content marketing, let me know, because I've got a ton of resources on that. So if you're kind of, this is sort of sparking off inspiration ideas and you want to kind of dig deeper into content marketing and how you can use that in your business, then let me know, because I can send some great resources your way. So basically what you can do is you can use IGTV strategically to provide a different kind of content. So in the example I gave, where perhaps you're already doing an educational type podcast, you might use IGTV to do more kind of fly on the wall type content. So of course it's ideal for that type of content because you can very easily do everything on your phone. You can literally film on your phone. In fact, you know, your phone is the thing that's most set up for IGTV. You know, you can use DSLRs, you can use, you know, cameras and things, but they have to be set up differently, turned on their side or edited differently. So there's extra work involved. So the easiest thing, especially when you're getting started, is just to do everything on your phone. Film on your phone, you can edit on your phone. I've already done a tutorial that you can download. You can actually download from the blog post that I've linked to here, that shows you how to use an editing app called InShot. It's a free app. It's really easy to use. So there is nothing stopping you getting started, and fly on the wall type content is ideal because you've always got your phone on you, you know, doing something fun, doing something interesting that you think people would like. Then, you know, you've always got your equipment there to capture it. So that's my third strategy. And again, for more ideas on that, for more advantages, disadvantages, so you can decide if that's the right strategy for you, go and check out today's post. And of course, you know, you don't have to just pick one strategy and ignore the others. You can test, and, you know, this is a new channel, see what works best, see what feels right for you, see what people respond to. So you can try a little bit of everything and see what type of content, you know, you most enjoy creating. But I would definitely encourage you to go and have a play and see what you think, because you've got nothing to lose apart from, you know, a bit of time, you know, having a go. But, you know, unless we try these things, you don't know. And it could be, you know, 5 years down the line when it's huge and everyone else has, you know, got these massive channels, you'll wish that you'd had a go right now. So give it a go. It's super easy. Have a look at my post that I've linked to here, which is all about those strategies that I've talked about. Last week's post, which is also linked to in this post, but you know, you can also find on my blog, was a beginner's guide, and that goes into everything that you need to know to get started, from, you know, ways to film on your phone, tips on filming on your phone, tips to edit, tips on content ideas, tips on pretty much everything, even how to upload the video once you've done it. Everything's on that beginner's guide that you'll need to know to get started. So go and check those out. They're great resources, even if I do say so myself. And have a play, have a go and see what you think. And let me know. Do come back and tell me how you got on, because I'd be really interested to know. And that, I think, is it. If you have any questions, give me a shout, and I'll see you soon. Take care.